How would you feel if you were paid less than a colleague due to something out of your control? Such a problem exists for females. Now, I want you to think about all the things your mom has done for you. Gave birth to you, fed you, cleaned your clothes, cleaned your house, and the list goes on. On top of all the duties she has at home, she has to maintain a job as well. She deserves all the respect in the world, but sadly, in our society, that's not the case. To be more specific, that's not the case in the sports community. Here's a fact for you. The average NFL player makes $1.9 million per year. That's 542 times more than the average salary for a cheerleader, which is roughly $3,000 to $3,500 per year. Why is the pay gap so high, you might be wondering? The answer is simply because women just aren't respected and valued as much as men are. So now that the problem has been addressed, where do we go from here? What do we do now? What steps should we take so that women are guaranteed the equality they deserve? One option is boycotting. Equality will be elusive so long as we do not cultivate both new modes of life beyond male and female roles, says Judy Fudge, author of Elusive Qualities, Sex, Gender, and Women. This statement suggests that equality can be reached as long as we find new roles for men and women. The way I like to interpret that is, well, maybe we shouldn't change the roles, maybe just change the way we interpret them. For example, cheerleaders. Cheerleaders have a connotation for being eye candy for the crowd. In reality, they're more than just that. When players are on the bench during a break, they're the ones who entertain the crowd. And when the players are on the field, they're the ones who gather the crowd's energy and enthusiasm, and in turn, it can boost the team's morale to perform even better. Take a look at the screen. And I want you to take a look at the type of training cheerleaders do and football players do.
These practices are pretty intense. We are worked like a machine. We do lots of kicks, lots of turns, lots of technique.
For the record, being a Chiefs cheerleader is infinitely more difficult than it looks. And the practices are way more hardcore than I could have ever imagined.
A lot of people think that we just grab pom-poms and get on the field and dance, but actually a lot of preparation goes into it. So we'll do something called stinger warm-up, which is a combination of 27 different little dances that we do.
Now, that was the training for cheerleaders. Now, I want you to watch the training for football players.
Products, the hurdle, the ladder, all that stuff, build speed, footwork, the agility, and then every position coach does his own thing. As far as I do a lot of air placement drills, hip drop drills, as far as coming out your route, different drills we do. We keep you from a 1-year career to a 7-year career.
Now, as you saw with the training, these two types of people go through, you can tell that women put in as much as work as their male counterparts do. With the performances they put on and the practice they put in, cheerleaders are as much athletes as the actual players are. A second option females can do is probably just speak out on the topic. For example, last November, the U.S. women's soccer team, they spoke out on not being paid equally. Here's a specific example. Hope Solo, the U.S. women's goalkeeper, soccer's goalkeeper, she made $360,000 in a year, while Tim Howard, the U.S. male soccer team goalkeeper, made $390K in a year. Not only was their pay different, but their game time was different too. While Solo played 23 games, Howard played 8 games. So, as the women's soccer team went on and gathered attention for their cause, they finally got the raise in pay they deserved and recognition. Sometimes women are discriminated against, sometimes not intentionally, but nevertheless they are discriminated against. And it's not just, the responsibility doesn't lie on just the outsiders for women to be paid equally, but women themselves have to fight for their right too. Now the problem has been addressed, where do we go from here? What steps can we take for for our women to get paid equally? I don't know. I don't have all the answers. But one thing's for sure, if you encourage women, maybe your female cousin, your sister, your auntie, whoever the case may be, to keep going for their passion and fight for what's right and fight for what they want, maybe someday we'll have a more open world. In fact, that's the reason why there's much less female players in the sports world than males are, because they don't get as much money as they deserve for how much work they put in. If they were paid equally, maybe we see more females playing in sports. Maybe we see more females enjoying sports as much as men do. Hopefully, I've inspired you to appreciate our female athletes more. Maybe someday your daughter could be the next LeBron James. Thank you.